Hi Stampin' friends. Today we're going to make this Aloha pineapple card. It uses old olive. The base of the pineapple is our new in color bumblebee. The ribbon and the top layer of the Aloha are the new in color just jade. This is the In Good Taste designer series paper. It's from that set of designer series paper. And the background card and the back of the pineapple is Daffodil Delight. All right, so this is of course a 4 1/4 square card, which of course fits in a medium envelope just fine. So this to me looks like a textile, and I preferred this, this nice wood grain. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach that to the card using my Stampin' seal. And of course, if my card base is a 4 1/4 square, then the next smaller size, which is our old olive, is a 4-inch square, and this smaller one is a 3 3/4 inch square. All right, so I've done this. And I've already got this ready for you by tying the smaller end around the larger end. The way to tell for sure that you have the ends rather than actually have this piece, number one, I tried to cut them straight horizontally, straight vertically, and these are on the diagonal, but also you can see if it will slide across, then you definitely have the right pieces. Okay. So at this point, I think I will go ahead and try to cut this ribbon edge here to kind of get it a little smaller because it was kind of giant. Okay, then I liked it over here on this side to kind of balance out the Aloha. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around here and use my glue dots. And usually you can go ahead and try to line up your ribbon using these squares on the grid paper. Just get it straight and then put it in the same spot. But sometimes you need to check on the front just to be sure, because sometimes the way that you've put it together just can cause a little bit of a pull or something. So after you've done that, you just want to give it a look-see. Let's see here. Okay, and I actually twisted it, so we don't want that. There we go. Let's try that again. Now see how we feel like it looks. Probably just fine. Maybe just an inch further down would be the way to go. Just a little. And then we're going to go ahead and put dimensionals. I like to put dimensionals kind of right up against the ribbon or on the ribbon, something like that. Plus in each of the 4 corners, just so that it lays nicely or lies nicely. There we go. Okay, so now I'm ready to put it on my Daffodil Delight card base. All right. Then you want to take your old olive pineapple top and just kind of ease each one of these up just a little bit, just to make it look more 3-dimensional. I don't know if you can see that, but each one of these I just want to kind of poke up, and then you want to poke this piece here just kind of a little, and then that's not supposed to be in there. I don't think that cut all the way through. Okay, good thing I got another one here where it just went right through, so easy peasy on that. Then just pull each one of these up towards you. And then kind of give each one of the edge ones just a little bit. It's just gonna make it look a little more interesting, I think. I'm gonna turn them towards you. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to use my brush again. Get some of these little pieces out here. That one out. There we are. One more. Okay. Then we have that finished. And you have just a piece of yellow that is darker, you can see, than the bumblebee. So this, I mean, lighter. So this is, of course, our Daffodil Delight that we're going to put on the back. So what I did was just cut around the edge. And it's really easy cutting because all you're really trying to do is make a background for this bumblebee layer. And the reason I use the Daffodil Delight is it gives it a little more depth, makes it a little more realistic. You could use a brown if you wanted to make it look even more like an accurate pineapple. But I thought this was close enough. So then all you need to do here is just try to make sure none of the edges are coming out. You can always cut a little bit. If you don't see it all, you can always cut a little bit more off later. And then you're ready to add some liquid glue. We're using the Mono Multi. Well, if I can get it out, let's see here. Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna try a different one. Yeah, let's see. One here. Oh, this one's brand new. I bet it works. There we are. You want to be sure and get some on the edges so that they won't come up. So, you know, as close as you can to each of the edges. And then some in the middle too, just to kind of help it stick. And then you want to try to not put it on the actual pointy part, just on the base of that, if that makes sense. You don't want it up here on this point because you're going to pull that towards you also. So only down here on this, what you would consider the bottom of each one of the little prickles. So kind of stick that down. And then just take your fingernail and try to flick each one of these little guys up, just to kind of give it a little more depth. This card is super simple, but I think it's really cute. All right, so then the next thing, we just want to make sure that we don't have our card too tall. So if I put it way up here like this, it would be 6 inches tall. We want it to be down so that it can still fit in a regular medium envelope. So I'm lining it up here and being sure that it is not larger than 5.5. I want it a little smaller than 5.5. So then I just put a couple of dimensionals under here. I actually think one will get it at the top. And then just try to be sure that it's as close to the middle as you can. So like that. And then we're ready, you know, like we would imagine if you were buying it in the store, the little prickles go up. So you want to put it on the card like that. Let's see. And you can put the card either under or over the stem. So you could do it down here. You could do it just kind of anywhere. You'll notice I got my ribbon just a little bit higher than you want yours probably, just so we have plenty of room for the Aloha. I can move this later. So now I'm ready to just stick down the pineapple itself. Add it in. What I like about this bumblebee is that it makes it look like I've used some shading or maybe even some sponging, but I haven't. And it saves me a lot of time by putting those two on there. I think it looks like it's already shaded, but still has the nice pop of color from the bright Daffodil Delight. Okay, there. Just kind of even that up just a little bit. Okay, then you just need to decide if you are going to give the card to a lady, you might want to put on some little pieces of flowers. So maybe right around here like this. Put them up there where you can see them. Yeah, maybe put some little flowers, or you could put them on the side here. I mean, there's a variety of choices where you could put your little flowers. Go ahead and fix this. I can show you the Alohas. There we are. And this Stampin' seal is really easy to reposition as long as it hasn't gotten completely stuck down yet. Lift this guy up. Give it a little scoochy. And get another dot. Okay, there's that. Okay, then what I did on this, I made sure to pop out the little center of the A and the center of the L. I like to put I thought this was just a little flat. I don't know if you think it is or not, but I thought it was just a little flat. And when I put the Bermuda Bay behind it, it just seemed to give it kind of a little pop. So I started putting putting the Aloha in Bermuda Bay. Just put as little glue as you can and still get it stuck down. Like that. And then just right over the side of the pineapple. And then the same thing on the one that is the Just Jade, which is the main color of our, got several greens on this card that I think look great together. Hope you do too. And then all I did to put this on is just ever so slightly scooch it to the left as it went over the Bermuda Bay. There you can kind of see. Whoopsie, gotta keep it there long enough to let it stick. There we go. So there we have it. I think you'll enjoy making this card, and it would be certainly an easy one to make again and again. So I appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.